I can't even read. Okay, so we're gonna scratch all that and start over. So, hey you guys, and welcome to a 2018 in review of things that I've done this year. And honestly, I struggled a little bit. I guess just like put it off. 2018, I think, was not the best year, but I don't think it was also the worst year. And you're gonna hear that probably a few times, but I thought I'd just say, hey guys, I'm back for another video. I thought I would go over, I lost my list, I forgot my list, no I had my list, okay, so I made a list like last night about, like, I was just thinking this like over the past couple days, I'm like, I really want to do this video, and I've been doing it for probably a couple years now here, but something that I've done on paper like for quite a few years before that, so I wanted to just, you know, share it with you guys, why not, right? I don't know where to even start or whatever, but I guess it's just like first things first. It's like I lost 20 pounds, which is the greatest thing ever, right? Yes? I don't know. I feel like it is a number, but for me, like, it's super exciting because, like, honestly, like, that was my freshman 20, but I did officially, and I kept off 13 of it, so I have gained 7 of it back, which is totally fine, and I'm okay with that, but we are going to work on it, and that's something that I kind of want to do personally, so, yay for me, and it's just, like, a good thing. I have, like, a little note here because I had everything on my phone, and I can't use my phone and also read off of it. It's just like a weird combination. So on that note, I got a new phone and I can't show you because I'm recording on it, but I do have the box that it came in. So this is what my phone looks like, kind of ish, whatever. It's very simple. I am still like on the learning curve of it, even though I've had it for like 5, 6. I think the last day I said it was like on my phone. So this is basically my phone. It's an essential. I'm on a learning curve, even though I've had it for God knows how long, but that's okay. So we've got that. So we're gonna put that away. And then what else happened? So I went to Florida with my parents, which was great. It was, you know, for like a week or something, not even a little less than that, and it was fine. And then on that note, I also ended up going to Philadelphia for a little bit, and I went on a plane for myself, by myself, like for the first time ever, and that was like freaky and exciting at the same time. Like I was like, okay, that's cool. Even though it's like a 2-hour trip, like it's just like, I feel like if you guys have seen my other videos, like that whole flight fiasco, like that was my thing. I did vlog a little bit of it, but I never got around like editing or posting it, but this is my thing. I went to, it says DTW to Philly, yep, that's cool. So I went there and that was kind of it. So I came back and yeah. So on that note, I also, okay, so when I went to Philadelphia, I did get to see a little bit of downtown Philly, which was something that, even though I've gone to like Pennsylvania more than a few times, like a lot. I never actually got to like explore the area or see a lot of things, so I actually did get to stop by and see the Liberty Bell, which was amazing, and then as well as the American Revolution, the museum of it, so I was like, this was amazing, and I would definitely recommend it again, so hoping I can go ahead and visit like Independence Hall and etc, like a lot of other things, so hopefully next time. I tried dragon fruit this time. This is like how I got like my list. It mostly came from like me going back through like my Snapchat and my Instagram story or Instagram posts and everything, and I realized that this year I honestly was like off social a lot, so I didn't have a lot of things, but I did get to try dragon fruit, and it's like the overly rated, underrated fruit. Honestly, there really isn't a taste to it. A lot of people say it does taste like kiwi, and it is. It's just like a blander version of it, but it does look really pretty, especially like if you want to like add color to your food and stuff. Like, would definitely recommend it, but I think it is slightly overpriced for how much it is broadcasted. So that is just my opinion. Yeah. Also, I turned 25, and if I can find a clip, I will insert it here. Ta-da! So I was cleaning out my room, and I found this, which I realized I never ended up finishing making, but it was basically like just like a letterboard, and I made it out of cardboard, and it's like this little thing that I wanted to take like a bunch of pictures with when I turned 25. However, that didn't work out, so I guess I'm gonna like just throw it out, but I think I was gonna make a blog post on how I made the whole thing and kind of sticking together. And I mean, like, there is paper in there and stuff, but I don't know, it was gonna call it great, but I guess not. So I guess this is like a DIY fail, half fail, because I got 2. Well, I didn't even finish that one, so it's fine. But yeah, I created this like 25 thing because I like out of cardboard, and it was like this little stand. I was gonna have it and show it you guys, but I ended up throwing it away because it's like I don't have a need for this. And 25 was not the best birthday, but it wasn't the worst. I'm not gonna lie. But it was just like I spent the entire day, I think I might have mentioned it or not, in a car on the way home. So I spent 12 hours in the car, and it was my birthday. So yeah, it was not the worst, but not the best. So, and you're like, that's a terrible birthday. I've had worse, trust me. It's just my little thing. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see, we got this. So I got a new job, which is cool. Ta-da! Okay, so basically, backstory is I still work at the same place as I used to. I just work in a different department. So they got to use my picture from like 3 years ago when I first started. Actually, it's almost been 4 years. So it's like, I was a baby. I was a baby back then. So yeah, so kind of like, this is like another run through thing, but basically applying for a different job, same hospital, just different department, which I'm hoping I get, but I don't know because I haven't been called for an interview yet, so we'll see. So yeah, alright, what's the next thing? Also, I took the GRE and I failed it completely. Well, I didn't fail it, okay, so I just did terrible, especially towards my expectations. So I didn't do like the worst that you could possibly do worse on, but I didn't do the best or where I was expecting I would do. And I mean, given the point that I did not study for it, I think that's an okay. I did probably well. If I had studied for it, I probably would have done much better, so it's okay. I killed a few plants. So in the beginning of the year, I think, or a little less, basically I had a plant that looked like this. And now it looks like this. It's like a little dead thing right there. I don't even want to touch it, but like, it's a succulent. Oh, I just broke it. Oh, awesome. So they're dead. There was like 3 of them in here and they're all dead and brown and you can't even tell. Okay, I just like knocked it over. But it's like right there is the biggest one. The other one is like now there in that little corner, which I'm like just freaking myself out. So it's dead. So I killed some plants. But that's okay because I did get to grow some others last year. This year I think everything just went. I also went on a self date. So here is I think one picture that I actually found. So I'll insert it here. Ta-da! I basically had ice cream, but I did get to go to the movies and treat myself, and I enjoyed it, and I would 100% recommend it for you guys to try it, and I would definitely do it again. Probably will do it, actually, every year. Just go on, like, a me day, like, just everything, just for me, like, splurge it out and have fun. So, yeah. Okay, so, this is like a little weird thing, but, I 4.0'd, like, 4.0'd my last 3 classes, which, honestly, was a huge surprise to me because that never ever really ever happens. I've literally 4.0'd very little classes in my life. Like, I just wasn't that kid growing up, and honestly getting that was like a very big surprise. Like, I was just like, this does not seem right. So that was a big shocker to me, but I'm like super happy and grateful, and I feel like anybody who's out there who does get to like listen and say that, you know, you struggle and stuff, like, it does, like, honestly it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but don't let that like bring you down, because there is a chance, and like, you can definitely do better. I know not everything it works for everybody, and for me, like, I struggled in a lot of classes, and it was because those just weren't for me. And going back into it, like, I mean, even like most of my bachelor's and everything, it's like in this healthcare field, and a lot of those classes, like, I ended up switching my major quite a few times because I struggled in a few classes, and I still thought this is what I wanted to do, and it turns out it really wasn't for me, and me struggling in those classes was a complete show over when I turned over, and like now I'm doing this like post-bachelor's, I'm doing so much better, and it's because I actually enjoy these classes, and I think that's part of it, because I did enjoy quite a few other classes. That's not to say that I like did completely terrible, but there were quite a few that like definitely brought my GPA down, which wasn't the greatest, and I also did not enjoy them. So going forward with that, like, I know that if my career was mostly like based off of that like information in those classes, then maybe that wasn't for me. So going into this now, maybe hopefully that'll help me into finding a right career and a life that I want to have, which is something that I will also enjoy. So I think it's just finding that little balance and stuff. So yeah. Also, I saved a lot of money. So this year, I'm gonna like show you guys in a little bullet journal. Basically, so I'll just put this all hidden. But that was my saving thing, was to get to 10 grand. I actually did get to 10 grand. I did not. I stopped, I think, like in October, September is when I officially stopped it. But going back and stuff, I did eventually get to that much. Whether or not it's still in my bank account is a different story, but I did get to that goal, and now it's going to go downhill, and we will talk about that next year or in another video, so it's good. Okay, so also on that note of showing you guys this thing, I started a bullet journal, which was a very unofficial one. So basically this is the cover. I had basically just took an old Sproul notebook and I wrote 2018 on it, and that was my bullet journal, and I called it great. And honestly, I wrote a note, and I'll probably read it at the very end of this video, because it was something that I wrote on the first of January, and it was just like a note to myself. And after that, I did a bunch of like pixelated emotions, which was a wonderful year of color. And then I had just like, you know, things here and there, and it really didn't get too far. So I do want to start a new one, and I do have an official bullet journal instead of like just a notebook, which is like sitting over there. But that being said, I do want to work on it and just like trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And so if you guys like to see like a brief outline of it, I need to do a go through of that one soon. But yeah, and officially have 32 subscribers, which is amazing. And I want to thank all of you guys for subscribing to me, especially for like not maybe my last video, but the second to last one, which was like really like a big deal for me. And I just wanted to say thanks to all those that watch. So yeah, thank you. And then finally, honestly, that's probably all I have. I know I probably did a lot more this year. I just honestly can't remember, and I'm okay with it.
Is it recording now? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is my old phone, you guys. Hi, it's kind of cool. I should probably just do it to my phone, but like this was my broken camera that I was always talking about. Like, it's gone. But anyways, that's not what I wanted. The good news, well, sort of, if I can hold this straight, which I can't. Okay. Just stay still, okay? It's right here. So Grace Helbig, I don't know, replied, and I don't really ever comment, but she replied to like one of my comments, and I was just like, what? It's crazy. So yeah, all right, I'll hold on.
That, you know, some things you remember and some things you don't, and for me, remembering is, you know, of course, through pictures and videos and just like little posts here and there. So I may not write everything down, but like if there's reminders and stuff, like there are things that I remember, like how like I didn't have, I don't know, like it was weird, like so on 25th birthday I didn't take any pictures, but I remember how it was. So like that was just like a remember and like a little mental note. Me, I think I did maybe probably, I know I did the last 2 classes, but I don't remember if I did the first class I took at the beginning of the year, if I even you know, took a picture of my grade or whatever. And then even getting a new job, like I didn't really like, I mean I have my badge of course, but that's like not the same thing as, oh hey, this is whatever, blah 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 blah. I also went on a bunch of interviews, but everything I think it just varies, and it's just a like emotional roller coaster. So if you guys want to know, so thanks for watching. And then if you guys like to hear my little spiel or note to myself, then here goes nothing. Yeah, so here's my things. So basically started with basically January 1st 2018 at 1:30 p.m. because I wrote the time because I'm like extra like that, but that's okay. Dear 2018 Hithel, first off, congrats on being alive. Not sure how you did it, but I'm proud of you. Love. So, to future me, I hope that 2018 was filled with tons of happy moments. I already know you cried, but we've been doing that since day one, and I hope you get to go on an adventure of your lifetime. Confidence is something I wish you also have gained. Remember, now and for the future, even if the whole world gives up on you, I still believe in you. Never forget that. Be a dream chaser. Try turning those no's and can'ts into yeses and cans. I hope you find what you were looking for, because honestly, I'm still shooting arrows at the sky blind. Please do tell what it was. Go beyond the boundaries, make dreams a reality, and just have fun. See you in 2019. Lots of love. You're a younger and naive you, Hithel. P.S. Check something off that bucket list. And if you guys 2 videos ago, I definitely did a lot of the bucket list checklist. So, thank you very much, and I will see you for a new video next week. All right, bye!